I guess to preface it too for folks here.
Yeah.
So obviously, Weeby and I are Danganronpa connoisseurs. So we feel we are the
Like a
most
wine
qualified to tell you how Danganronpa 2x2 is gonna play out. So today we're gonna be predicting who lives. Actually, no. I guess who lives, who dies, who is the victim, and who is the culprit in each case of the game. And I hope you're ready, because we're totally gonna be right. All right, this is gonna be absolutely what we're gonna look back on this and we're like, we're fucking prophets. How did we know?
That's always how it is. I did a V3 prediction videos, and that's exactly how it went.
Exactly.
We got everything right.
Everything.
People were like, "Wow, Weeby, are you Kadaka?" Yes,
You caught me. Behold, you pull your mask off. It was you all the time.
Do you want to? I was like, I don't know if you want to start with like potential theories of how you think this could be related to the canon, or would you rather just kind of jump into the characters?
I think that is like the best way to start this, because I think in order for us to form like a decent idea of the trajectory of where this could go is to first ask ourselves why. Like, so aside from fandom and money and things like that, like why do we think that this is actually happening? Why are we getting another killing game seemingly with the exact same group of people that we did the first time around? And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think?
But yeah, so I have one theory that I don't know. I think we'll see if it's the most likely theory or not. But I feel like it's kind of one of the ones I've been leaning into more, just because when I thought of it, I was like, whoa, that's good. It's probably not right. I'm gonna have 3 different kind of like universes listed on here. Like, kind of get this. I spent way too much time on this.
Oh shit, this is getting way headier than even I was expecting. All right, I'm ready.
I've literally been trying to describe this to people. Nobody gets it, so I'm like, I need a fucking diagram to get this. Okay, so I feel like with Danganronpa, there's like general ideas on how people like view the universe. So there's like the hopeful kind of interpretation, which I feel like is the first one, which is like all of this is canon and its own separate universe, and like Danganronpa V3 is separate from it, right?
Right.
Like, a lot of people like to say that because they don't like the ending of V3, and like it's understandable. I think that is like a fine interpretation of how things are, too. But a lot of people, they kind of separate the two. And so this kind of leads down to like, and I guess this universe I would call like the Trigger Happy Havoc universe, where it's just these kind of things. And I guess I technically should have put one of the Hajime one over here.
By the way, chat, just a heads up. If in case it wasn't obvious, we're gonna spoil the heck out of Danganronpa 2 and every Danganronpa, to like explain all this. So just heads up, FYI. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So second universe is the V3 universe, which is kind of what was explained up here, but just like the fact that these are all fiction, so they kind of exist, but they're also fiction inside of the V3 universe.
Right.
So my proposed theory is that there's going to be a new universe, which is the Danganronpa 2x2 universe, which is essentially just going to retcon like all of this. And so it's going to be its own timeline, and there's going to be a new third game after this that we don't know about yet. It's gonna lead to. Does that make sense? It's gonna be like a new series, like a whole new universe. That's like an idea I've been kind of having.
So do you believe then that there are like essentially, like, are you suggesting then that like it's either timeline 1 or 2 is like its own thing, and then there's a timeline like another timeline, or is it like
basically,
both of them could exist at the same time? Or is it like, to me, I think I always felt that V3 was sort of like it's so hard because V3 is so meta, but then it also leaves elements at the end to make you go like, well, was it all just fake? Was it all just like, yes, these fictional characters that we brought up, like everyone loves Danganronpa, hope, despair, and like it's such a meta weird game, but I still felt like it existed in like the Danganronpa canon in some way. It's why I don't know. I think I've always felt it's in like a timeline 1 thing where it is essentially like, and maybe a separate universe, or it like, oh, actually no, I guess it would be timeline 2. Sorry, fiction within the V3 within his universe or something, right?
They still kind of exist together. There is the V3 ending is so weird too, because there's like all these contradictions. I don't know if you've like looked into that, but like I think there's a lot of like a lot of the stuff that what's her face Smoogie says at the end, like, well, it doesn't make sense, because I think she mentioned something like there's something with the cospox. Like, she shouldn't have been able to do that if like what she was saying was true.
Right.
Because it was like she tried to she cosplayed like Kaide.
Right.
At one point and got cospox, but then she was able to cosplay the other characters later because they were fiction, and she is like something that she can't cosplay real people or else she gets cospox. But then she was able to cosplay a real quote unquote person. It was something kind of contradiction like that where it was like,
yeah, it was like. Like it kind of made you go like, was that line that she said even true? Like, is that even, does that make any sense? Yeah, I remember that too, where it's like, well, if that's true, then why were you able to cosplay this person and they were not, you didn't get cospox? Like, so yeah, it's a lot of interesting things. I wanted to ask you then in regards to like, this image that we ended up getting in the reveal for Danganronpa 2x2, which I feel like was very like, it's very telling because it's like, it's such an innocuous image of Kameda and Hajime standing there looking at a boat. And if you're just like seeing this out of context, it's like you see this out of context, you're like, okay, that's interesting. But it's like, it's very much like for those who know and those who don't know, you know, you're like, the people who know are like, what the fuck? Like, when is this happening? Why is this happening? And it's so interesting to me that they would show this in regards to, this is the new shit, right? So like, part of me is like, okay, so are we looking at them essentially having left the VR space where they've been, you know, doing this whole thing, and they're just like, man, that was fun, wasn't it, Hajime? You want to do it again? Do I?
Literally. That was my first thought when I saw it too.
That was a good old time. Let's hop back in there again. But this time, Hajime, are you ready? I'm gonna wear a different shirt. Why? I don't know. Let's just fuck with people. So like,
basically,
I have to like look at this and go, okay, so when is this taking place? When is this image taking place? Is it happening before they start the next game, or is it like afterwards, after all the big reveals? Because like, there's no fucking boat, right? In like their virtual space. They're trapped on this island, quote unquote. And like, so like, to me, this like has to be after everything is done. Like either, so it's either gonna be after everything is done in the original version, the original game, or after everything is done in this new version. But you know, and the weird thing is, right? The funny thing is that people die in these games, right? But they don't actually die, right? Like everybody
that
essentially.
That is the interesting thing about choosing Danganronpa 2 for sure.
Right, is that essentially this is why, like, I feel personally that, like, I think that this could be true of like having this alternate timeline, but I actually legit think that they picked this game to fit it within the main continuity because it actually can be done, right? Like it doesn't necessarily need to be a separate universe, because they essentially can just do it again. I guess then if that is the case, the question you'd ask is then, well, then why would it happen again? And I think that I've seen some people talk about it. I've seen people bring up a theory of like, well, they're doing it again to bring back Chiaki. Like, and I'm like,
I could see that.
It's like, potentially, yeah. It's like, technically Chiaki, real Chiaki is dead. Like that is just, the version that we have in there is a fake AI version of her, but
it'd be kind of fucked up if they tried to put like the AI personality into like a body,
fake body or something. And I'm like,
that seems kind of weird.
I'm like, I don't know though. Like that just seemed like, would Chiaki even want that? Like, I don't know if she would want that. Like, she's like, remember when her Jedi ghost shows up at the end of Danganronpa 3 and she's like, thanks guys, now I can move on. She's holding like Usami and stuff, and then she like ascends to heaven or whatever, and you're like,
they're like, let's desecrate a corpse.
Fuck this. Fuck this shit. Hajime with a shovel going to her grave. He's like, no.
We can bring her back.
We can bring her back. Make her better.
That would be such a dark twist. I didn't really think about that. Oh god.
I don't.
Yeah, I do think. Yeah.
I don't know. Like that was just something I'd seen people online talk about. That I'm like, I don't know if they, because I feel like it's almost like, Okay, so I know the Danganronpa 3 anime already kind of left a sour taste in our mouth, and I almost feel like that might make it worse.
Yeah.
So I guess if we were to humor the idea of it being in the same universe, for example, what do you think the reasoning for them to actually either, I guess, what would the reasoning be that this is happening again? Like, I don't know, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think like I've had like a few different thoughts on it, because I do think that is a really good point about it being in like I guess in Danganronpa 2 where they can just keep redoing it over and over again.
Yeah.
I think at one point I thought maybe it's like they had a round where they kind of failed defeating Junko, or like there's a round where like Hajime decided to play the game over again. Because I think it was at the end of Danganronpa 2, you know, Junko was like, we can bring everybody back, yippee! But like it would make sense if you just bring everybody back and make them kill each other again until Hajime is like, actually, I'm gonna create my own future or whatever. But I don't know.
Like
I'm not
like
sure.
a failed, like there was a failed one. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, like a failed run. That's
like
kind of
maybe
what I was thinking.
Maybe this was like, oh, this technically takes place before the original game, and this is actually like we've done this actually maybe a few times, and this is like an example of a failed run before we get the good run where things play out.
Yeah, because it's like when Junko really let them live peacefully in the computer. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
She would find a way to fuck around with them still, I feel like. But that was like one of the ideas I had. I think one of the reasons I kind of was getting more into the separate timeline idea is I don't know what they're going to do for the end of the game. If it is just within the same universe and like Hajime is still Izuru secretly and Chiaki is still AI secretly and all that kind of stuff. It's like, how are they going to make like chapter 6 interesting?
Hell, they might find out the truth about who they are, that they were Ultimate Despair, that Hajime is Izuru and things like that. Maybe they're going to find that out like really early. And like they know this.
That would be really interesting.
At the start. And then the real question ends up being, well then, what are we doing here? What is this? Like why is this happening, you know? Because I think if we write this off as just like, this is just an alternate universe, a potential thing that could happen, that's good. I mean, that could still lead to an interesting take, but I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's more interesting to try to consider what if this is like, how do we fit this within the actual canon? Because I think that, because that leads to more interesting questions of not just like, well, you know, it's just an alternate universe. Instead, it's like, well, fuck, how does that work? How can we move forward from here? And then I guess leads to the other question, the other thing that got brought up during all of this. Why do you think Kameda has a different shirt?
I have no fucking clue. I think he's just screwing with us, man. Do you think that's the inciting incident that changed everything?
He's just like,
I decided to wear a different shirt, man.
I just rolled out of bed and was like, you know what? I feel like being a slightly edgier Kameda, so I'm gonna have these sharp edges to all of this weird shape here.
God. Kameda even edgier.
Fucking,
God, we can't have that. How does that even happen? Oh god, what would Kameda do if he finds out they're all Ultimate Despairs in chapter 1? Is he just gonna like blow up the island immediately?
Just like, well, I guess I'm killing everybody. Guess I'm offing us all.
I have been so interested with like what they're gonna do with Kameda, because I like at first was like he's gonna die immediately, but now I'm like, what if he does survive to the end? I feel like I've changed my mind on him.
I think the thing that I think, I really feel that Kameda, like, I don't know, I would be genuinely shocked if he killed Kameda at the start. I feel to me like Kameda is like, as much as we might try to deny it and be like, this guy's such a little shithead, like, fuck him. The problem is Kameda is like, in so many ways, even outside of Danganronpa 2, like he is like the face of Danganronpa.
He really is.
He's the character that has been memed into the fucking ground, and just like everybody, when you think of Danganronpa, you see his big, stupid, hope-filled face, just like, guys, this is just another stepping stone for a greater hope. Like
he is the guy.
He is him. You know, I feel like him like dying right at the start, I mean, it would be a huge shift, and I would almost think to myself, if he were to do that, then they'd really have to, like, I'd almost think they'd have to change a character in here to somebody totally different, because like he is the he's the initiator. He changes, he fucks with everything, even when he's not the culprit. In the first case, he's fucking with everything to make everything like I want you guys to work for this shit, you know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
I think a common thing that I've seen a lot of people say, and I'd love to hear your opinion on it. say we do go through this and like we are essentially playing through it again, like whatever the incurring incident is, do you see a scenario where we essentially pull a Danganronpa V3 where essentially Hajime dies in my arms and I must carry on his legacy as the new protagadoodle? And
I've been totally thinking that.
And like he puts on the
he has an ahoge.
He does.
It's right fucking there.
He pulls off Hajime's ahoge and then glues it to his own, so he has 2 ahoges.
2 of them. Oh my god.
I have double the power now.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking the same fucking thing though. I was like, why do I think Hajime is gonna die chapter 1 and Kamaida's gonna become the protagonist now? I went from Kamaida dying first to he's the protagonist somehow.
Yeah, like part of me, I keep going back and forth on it because I'm like, part of me's like, but like with Kadaka, granted it's not fully Kadaka, but I'm like, but partially because he is overseeing the project. Like, would he do essentially the same thing that he did in V3? Because it is very sort of like
it is very similar.
We did this before technically, but at the same time, I think the idea, like, it is captivating to imagine us because Hajime, I love Hajime. He's a great guy. He's got a weird dark secret where he's the god. He's a god, you know, like, but like being able to control Kameda and like, what would that be like having him actually be the protagonist? Would we be fucking with everybody the whole game? Like,
oh god, that'd be so awesome.
It would be kind of it would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, it would be pretty awesome. I kind of feel like he almost might get a redemption arc too, potentially, if we did place him. And I feel like I could see a lot of people wanting that because Kamaida does have a lot of fans, and there is some good in him, you know?
Yeah.
Deep down, he has very bad ways of going about things, but he has good intentions. I think most people agree with that. So I could see him potentially getting some kind of like hero arc, but it would be very interesting to play as him and kind of like get in his head a little bit.
So I guess with that then, let's move on to our beautiful I got the tier list thing that you had posted previously of like how we could potentially see this going. We have it of all of our victims, our killers, and eventually our survivors. By the way, I just want to mention this to you because I thought this was fucking hilarious. Someone posted this thing of like, what is the inciting incident that changes everything? And at the start when like Monokuma shows up and like kills Usami and like it leads to like a bullet or something flying past Hajime's face, and it's like, I'm like, someone was like, what if like Hajime just happened to be standing like a few more inches to the right and that just goes through Hajime's fucking head, and Monokuma was like, oh fuck, oh shit, Hajime!
Oh,
shit! Okay? Hajime! Oh shit! Oh fuck! You weren't supposed to be standing there! Oh my god! That wasn't supposed to happen! That was just supposed to be really cool! Oh no!
I'm thinking about that too. I was like, you know what? Why not? Why the fuck not?
Someone hit the reset button! Oh god!
No, I've been thinking the same thing. I was like, it is kind of stupid, but also I kind of believe it.
I think the biggest trajectory, like the thing that indicates, all right, where this shit's gonna go, will likely be the first case of the game. So.
Yeah, I think another thing that I do want to mention, I guess, in terms of like inciting incidences is potentially when I was analyzing like the trailer for it, I noticed that like basically all the scenes were kind of from like the remake. Like you could basically pinpoint like the exact location of like most stuff, like Mahiro in the trial. I think like when Monami says love, you can kind of pinpoint where that is in chapter 2. But the only ones you couldn't pinpoint were the shot of Kamaida and Hajime looking at the boat, and then there was another one of Kamaida in front of a boat shed. So I think like when I was originally looking at this image of like Kamaida and Hajime staring at the boat, I was like, okay, this takes place at the end of the game because you see the boat when Makoto and all of them come to pick him up, blah, blah, blah. And they make it they're so good at like the way they image this too. You can't see Kamaida's little girly Junko.
Yeah, I can't see. He got his little hand.
Hajime's eyes. So you have no clue when this takes place. You can't even see his fucking shirt. So you don't know if it's like the angular shirt or not.
Right,
so right. Like, they did that very intentionally where you don't know if it's the beginning or the end of the game. So some of me has been wondering if the shot is the beginning of the game and the inciting incident is them finding a boat and trying to escape the killing game and going to like a new island where Monokuma just hosts a killing game there. For some reason, he's like, bitch, you thought you could leave. But so that's been something I've been thinking about.
That's a really interesting idea too. The idea that is not taking place after in the facility. That would be taking place still within the simulation.
The game itself, yeah. I saw some people mentioning that actually in my comments, and I was like, I was pretty moved by it because I was like, that is the only new stuff we've seen. And I do feel like getting a new like environment could change a lot. Like, because I was like, are they really going to do like Twilight Syndrome murder case again?
Right,
or like
right.
a motive? It's like, please God, don't do the despair disease again. But like, I love Twilight Syndrome, but like, it's so obviously baiting Fuyuhiko. It's like, I feel like that whole lead up would be so boring if we're just like, okay, let's play Twilight Syndrome again on the little arcade machine. You know, it's like they gotta do something different this time to like switch it up. So I do think I like the idea of it like being new islands with new motives. And I don't really, I guess, know exactly why Monokuma would change the motives if we go to a new island, but just a thought. Was
the shed moment where you said that like that wasn't identified with Kameda in front of the shed? Was that?
Yeah, I could not.
That location was in the original though, right?
I couldn't find it in the original.
Oh,
actually.
really? Like we did, like never seen that locale either. The closest I could find was I thought maybe it was the old building just because there was like flowers near it, but I was never actually able to find a boat shed when I was looking. And I looked pretty damn hard for this stupid boat shed, and I could not find it. Ooh,
but,
I like that. Yeah, that actually, damn. That's a good point. That's actually a really good point, Weeby. That is actually, I think that because so much of what you sort of brought up a good point of like if the scenario of like everything that plays out on the island, right? All the locations that we go to are also very much tied specifically to characters and to like situations. They're almost like the despair disease and fucking Twilight Syndrome and all that stuff. All that is tied.
It's so obviously baiting certain characters.
Right.
And like admits that at the end of the game.
It's like, wow, I guess this time we're just gonna have Fuyuhiko kill, Mahiro or something.
Yeah,
or like,
I was like, what the hell are they gonna do?
Or Mahiro's gonna kill Peiko or something, and it's like, we can't. That would be kind of dull. It'd be like, okay, so we're just like yin-yanging reverse like trap. You fell for my trap card. No, you, bam, like now you die. You know, like let's assume then that this story takes place either in a redone like island, like it's just like the island but no places, or like you said, we're preparing to hop in a boat and go to a completely new location, because that then leads to what are the secrets we're gonna learn about characters beyond what we knew with them from the original game, right? And what is gonna end up being the main twist. And I think firmly believe that the main twist, just because I think this makes it more interesting instead of just simply being another timeline, another potential thing, is actually, well, why is this happening again? We know this. Like the question is almost meta in that way of the player trying to understand what is the circumstances that led to this happening and why would they go through it? Would they willingly go through this? Is this like, I've had a thought about like, is this some weird shit like these characters are just data left behind by the like original characters, and this is like something that's infinitely happening where they're just like continuously killing each other, and Monokuma, Virus, everybody's left behind is just like this, like, we're gonna do this for all eternity. You know, like
that is interesting. I do like that. I remember there was one theory you mentioned on one of your streams too that I thought was really cool. It was like the idea of kind of like you meet the characters but they're all like a little off, you know? Sanya's not into the occult anymore. Kazuichi's not a simp, and you're just kind of like, what's going on here? Like, I really like that idea. That would be kind of interesting if it is like leftover data, but something like weird happens with the data, so their personalities are kind of twisted. Because I really love that idea, but I wasn't sure how that could happen, you know, with it, I guess, fitting in the canon potentially. But
and I couldn't.
That could happen.
I couldn't tell if like, and that was why, for example, like that would explain why Kameda has a different shirt, as funny as that is, right? Like I was thinking like every single person has something that is like a detail specifically that is like slightly different. Like maybe like Teru's scarf is facing another way or something, like something that is like minuscule and like seems like it serves no purpose, but to indicate that there's something different about them. But
something just off.
But Kameda's, as far as I can tell, everything I've seen is just simply just that Kameda has a different shirt. Everybody else looks like they're exactly the same, just in a different slightly different art style. So like, I don't know if that is the case or that could be the case, but so let's, I guess, talk then about if for now we have like this idea, these theories floating around here.
Yeah.
For the first case then, do we feel that this is going to be like a V3 instance where Hajime or something is killed or is the culprit and it leads to like a role reversal? And I'm almost like, I kind of like the idea, to be honest.
I do like the idea too, to be honest.
I like the idea of like switching over to like, because I firmly believe, like I really do, like I will be genuinely shocked if Kameda is killed before the end of the game or something. Like I think he is, because he's just, everybody loves him, and
so integral to Danganronpa.
And maybe he's like slightly less insane than he was before or something. Like maybe there's like some weird change in his personality.
What if he is just literally nice? He's just
like
nice now,
what if he's just not like
he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's just a cool dude, and he loves Hope, but not like to a like I love Hope so much that I'm gonna get everybody fucked up in order to achieve an even brighter, thicker Hope, you know?
Thicker.
Yeah. I genuinely kind of like that theory, as much as it might be sort of iterative of what it had come in V3. But like, so if that is the case, then Weeby, what do you think? Would Hajime be a victim or would he be a killer?
Yeah, because I was like, if we're playing as Hajime, I feel like it almost would be better if he was a victim. Because I've been thinking this too. I was like, I don't just want to repeat V3,
right?
You know,
where it's like
that was already such a shocking trial, and I feel like we're all going to be kind of like, you know, kind of onto it at this point. So I feel like he would be better off as a victim.
I agree. So let's put him down. Hajime. First case, he's the victim.
Where
you just like, and how would you imagine that would go? By the way, do you think he's just gonna be like? So anyway, I was like,
just walking around.
Yeah, he's like having breakfast one day. Lou.
Honestly, there was this one like Danganronpa kind of like knockoff game I played. It was not very good, but there was like a scene actually like that where you're just kind of like, Lou, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then you're just like, bonk. I don't think you actually died in that one. It was a weird game, but that's honestly how I've been imagining it. I think partially just because of that game, I was like, Hajime's just going to the bathroom, you know, just going on a little nice stroll, and all of a sudden he just gets bonked, and then you're like, you wake up as Kameda, and that's it.
Yeah, I guess the other question, I just see people bring up too of like potentially you switching to Chiaki as being the protagonist, but I think, I genuinely think that the more interesting choice is Kameda. I think that's like,
I think it is too. I've honestly been kind of playing around with the idea of like, I don't know, what if Chiaki gets corrupted by Junko or something in this version?
Yeah.
I think if she does survive till the end, if she doesn't die like chapter 1, I'm gonna think she's evil. Cause like you trust her so much, you know? Like you have, like, if you played the previous game, you're gonna be like, that's my girl, that's my ride or die, like that. And it would be such an easy way to like turn her evil since she has like an AI program. So if Junko could corrupt her, I feel like that's something I've been kind of leaning into. Because wouldn't it be like crazy Bizarro Land if like Kameda gets redeemed and then Chiaki's evil somehow?
Yeah.
Like that would be wild.
That would be pretty cool. It actually makes sense too, because I almost feel like in this instance, right, like Monokuma, now we've gone through, but if this is like we're saying, maybe we've gone through this already, right? It would make sense then that Monokuma would be like, all right, so I'm not gonna let you fuck everything up again, Chiaki, you nice girl. Stop being all nice and shit. I'm gonna make you evil, Chiaki. You're gonna have like inverse eyes and like you're gonna get your hair all Junko-like. Like, could you imagine she gets like the twin tails and she starts looking like Junko and shit, and all the fan art that would come from that?
Yeah, like those edits that people do, like the whatchamacallit, the mastermind edits.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those. It was pretty fun.
So okay, I would then think that it probably wouldn't be Chiaki that would kill Hajime. Who do we think would kill Hajime in case 1 then?
I don't know. I've been wondering about that. I don't know, man. I feel like I was kind of trying to make like a mock idea. I think I did maybe think Akane a little bit, just because there was like one interesting thing about Akane. I think her last name means end. Well, I think maybe Hajime's or one of either Hajime or Hinata means beginning. Because I think Akane originally was supposed to be like a rival character. If you look at her like beta art, there's like some art of her looking really evil. But for whatever reason, they decided not to do that. So I kind of wondered if they didn't make Komaeda a rival character, if she could potentially be a rival character too. But I've kind of been organizing her in my mind as like a potential killer because she's got a lot of crazy trauma too. I was like trying to refresh myself on her free time events, and dude, her life was fucked up. It's kind of crazy that she is as nice as she is.
What was her trauma? It's been so long.
It was wild. I was reading the wiki like right before we streamed because I didn't really know what I thought of her besides the fact I remembered that her beta design was evil. And it's like she was getting like molested by her like mom's like boyfriends. I think like she had to do a bunch of like odd jobs where like I don't know, she had to work at some really sketchy like restaurants and stuff like that. It was really, really bad. I was like, oh my God, I do not remember this at all.
Wow.
But yeah, it was pretty crazy. She had a lot of like
that's actually
trauma.
Because the thing about Akane too is I sort of, unfortunately, she's one of the like, I do love the Danganronpa 2 cast overall, but I feel like she's one of those characters that really like didn't get a big moment to shine, you know? Like she has her like rivalry with Nekomaru and like, you know, they're like, you know, fights and stuff, but like in terms of like actual like big story contributions, she kind of doesn't really do anything. So I almost like kind of like the idea that Akane would kill Hajime or something, like, or she'd be like a killer in some way. You know? So like
it's kind of crazy because she's literally a survivor, but she never really got like a moment to shine. Because yeah, she is kind of one of those characters that I kind of like forget about a little bit, as sad as it is to say. But I think somebody actually in my chat mentioned that she would be easy to trick into killing as well, because she is kind of, you know, a little, there is that idea too. But I think regardless, I kind of been organizing her in my mind as a killer potentially.
Yeah, I like that idea. Do we think it would happen here, or do we think maybe should we save that?
I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I was like, that's another thing. Whenever I do these predictions, I usually just kind of do like victim killers because I'm like, how do you get so like, you know, I guess like detail oriented to be like, this is gonna be the chapter 1 killer. This is gonna be the chapter 2 killer. Like, I know everything. I could see. I'm cool with putting Akane here though for now, just because I don't really know who else would be there.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll just put her here for the time being. We might mix it up here as we go along.
Yeah. Do you want to make a protagonist tier too for our boy?
Oh yes. So
our number 1.
I'll put him just down in survivors because he's like essentially like I don't think he's gonna die. I don't like. I think Komaeda is gonna be the protagonist, and I think he will make it to the end. So I'll just put him down here at the bottom already. He's like, I'm gonna live, bitch. Okay, I already have my time in the sun to like nuke myself, and you know.
I guess I'll do the same thing. I'll get rid of my protagonist tier with a heart on it.
Yeah.
So sad, Komaeda. I kind of like the idea of leaving it open though, just in case we do decide to do something else. I do kind of generally put him in Survivor. I feel like I have another kind of controversial Survivor choice. I kind of feel like Teru might be a Survivor at this time. People fucking hate Teru.
I know.
I don't know if you've seen that. People hate his
They
ass.
hate him. I mean, I get it. He's not.
I feel like he might. I get it as well for sure. But I feel like if Kazuichi's not going to survive, we need like a.
I kind of think I have to agree too. I do sort of, as much as I like, because I do feel to some extent they're like, it's probably not going to be perfectly like oh, the killers that die, the ones that lived are going to live, or die, they're going to live, and the ones that lived are going to die, you know. But I think there's going to be some like characters that will live longer and others that didn't live nearly as long, right? Which is why, for example, I think Akane dying at the start makes sense because she was one of the survivors, and it also would potentially just make her more interesting too, of being a killer.
That's what I was thinking too. I feel like she really does needs that killer kind of like spotlight, honestly, to give her like a, I don't know, more depth, I guess.
And Teru being the person that like dies, you know, because he was the killer in the first one, he dies so early, and like I almost feel like he doesn't really do much contribute beyond that, because he's just like, you know, he turns into his crazy country bumpkin form at the end and like, you know, goes off the deep end. But otherwise, Yeah, I'm down. Let's go ahead and stick
Okay, we can move
Terra into potential survivors. So.
Dude, speaking of Terra, that reminds me. I don't know if you saw this. There was like a crackpot theory online I saw where somebody was like, Hajime dies in chapter 1, and Terra pulls off his little cap to reveal an Hoge.
Yes, I saw the same thing for Kazuichi. Like Kazuichi's like, I guess it's my time to shine. He pulls off his beanie, and it's like he had the Hoge there the whole time, or like.
Always waiting to be revealed.
Oh, finally, engines revving. Let's do this, Miss Sonya. You'll be my Chiaki.
Kazuichi's the protagonist way better than fucking Terra. Can you imagine the monologue dialogue of Terra? I feel like an X-rated game now.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to fuck every person in this fucking island.
Dude, my whole chat is like, please God, no.
Please
Not
God,
Terra.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, everyone here is just like, no, please don't do
My
it.
God.
Everyone's like the worst timeline. I will say another thing that I also have a feeling on. I think that we're still gonna get a case, and I bet it's gonna be fucking case 3, where just like before, I believe we will get 2 victims. I think we will.
Yeah.
I sort of see that being like you know, we're like being slightly coy. We got the 2 victims again in case 3, but it'll be obviously totally different.
Yeah.
So
I could see that for sure. I've been kind of thinking that. I feel like I would prefer if it was different. I feel like there's so many things in Danganronpa that they haven't done yet with like playing around with the rules that I would love to see, like 2 killers or 3 victims or like, you know, like it'd be so cool if there was like 2
wild,
killers
actually. That's a good
who
point.
killed like people individually, you know what I mean? Like, and now we have 2 cases to solve. Like, we get 2 like, I think that would be really cool for chapter 3 actually, just if they wanted to do something different. Like, we have 2 victims, and just going into Danganronpa, we're like, well, it must have been fucking Sonya who did it. But then we find out Sonya's like, well, yeah, I killed Kazuichi, but I don't know who the fuck killed Tsugami. Like,
right.
You know, good luck figuring that out, guys. Like,
I think that's another one that's a very common one. People think we're like, oh, okay, Kazuichi's gonna be a victim, and the killer's gonna just be Sonya, and I'm like. I think that like that could make sense, but it's also so obvious. You know, that's like the one thing is that it's like so obvious that'd be every like I almost could see them pulling the rug under us and making us think it's Sonya, but it's not really, like, because
I like she does give chapter 3 killer vibes so hardcore, especially because she was so into the occult. I feel like she's kind of another character that like kind of like Akane. She didn't get it. She was a survivor, but I also kind of feel like in my brain she kind of falls. I don't know, like she didn't get as much characterization, I feel like, as some of the other characters.
Yeah.
I guess she did have her whole thing with Gundam. That was cute, but I don't know. I feel like she didn't. I would like to see her as a killer, honestly. I think it would make her more interesting to me. So I think that's another reason why I've been kind of like wanting her to be a killer.
Yeah.
You know?
I do have another one that I think for in terms of just survivors that I think that I would definitely like to see, and I think because I think she could also offer more than necessarily that she did, and that's Mihiru.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely like Mihiru and the survivors.
Yeah, I think that she was someone who could like, unless you have a thought of her being like a killer or a victim. I don't think she'd be a victim again, but
I don't think so either, for sure.
I don't know if I could see her being a killer either, to be honest.
Yeah, there is one thing I do want to say about Mihiru, because I've been like all aboard the Mihiru train, like wanting her to get more spotlight, because I do feel like she was probably the character that got like sidelined the most in Danganronpa 2.
And she ends up being amazing. Like she's like, you initially are kind of like, whatever, but she's like, oh, this girl's like she's like one of the best girls in the game. She's like,
she is. She's so nice. When you hear the freedom events, you're like, oh damn it, why didn't you live? Like, so normal and chill. But it's just unfortunate. But one, I think, unfortunate thing with Mihiru is a lot of people want Mihiru and Hiyoko to be survivors, but I feel like there can only be one.
There can be only one.
They are.
Because
when I was organizing it, I was like, 2 best friends have never made it to the end of Danganronpa. I don't think it's gonna happen now.
Yeah, I would love for Hiyoko to be just a killer, just so I can watch her get executed. Is that fucked up? Maybe a little fucked up. I'm sorry. I also really, Hiyoko is one of the characters that I genuinely do not like, and I still by the end of the game I'm like damn it, you died as a victim. No, you have to be the killer so we can execute you, and I can just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Yeah. I could see that. Honestly, Hiyoko would probably give like chapter 3 killer vibes too.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna do Sonya, I could see her doing that. I think a lot of people just like Hiyoko originally, I think, was supposed to get the arc that Fuyuhiko got, but I think like they changed their mind and decided to give it to Fuyuhiko instead. So that's why a lot of people do want Hiyoko as a survivor. So that's why I was like, I think originally I was gonna have them both as survivors, but then I was like, I feel like there's always got like the end of the Danganronpa loves to do that, where it's like there's a best friend and one of them dies, and then they gotta live on, you know, like Hinako and Tenko, or like that kind of situation. So I feel that's why I was like, I feel like one of them has to die.
And not to mention the unfortunate thing too is because Hiyoko is such an abrasive character. She's like one of those characters that seems so obviously like she's gonna be a killer. She's always out here like,
that's why
Mr. Ant, she has all the tellings of like a psychopath. So the problem with making her the killer is it's almost like too obvious because she's already this way. So it's like, I actually think you're probably right in that she will like live, but maybe she'd get an actual redemption arc. So like, that's
why I was like, I've been leaning more towards Mihiru dying, which I hate. I don't want to put Teru as a survivor and Mihiru as a victim or a killer. You know, this is not. I'm just thinking logically.
Yeah.
My brain cell communication with Kadaka or Yuichiro, I guess.
Yeah, it's like all the worst characters all the worst characters survive, and you're like,
But I was thinking that more. I was like, I feel like in terms of like character development, it does make more sense for Mihiru to die. Although I'd love for her to, I hope at least that she would live to like the end. Like I think I was kind of thinking of her more as like a trial like 5 or 4 victim or killer if she was to die, to kind of be that final boost to give Hiyoko the character arc that she needs, that she desperately needs. I'm kind of with you too. I get people love Hiyoko, so like I don't want to like step on anybody's toes too much. We're
trying to tackle this
either at all.
Penguins, we're trying to tackle this in a way that is like at least relatively like objective, and because like if I had my way, I 100% like just fucking let Sionji be the killer, and I want her to. I want to see her execution, and I just want to laugh. I want to see an ant come up that's like a giant ant, and then it's got a magnifying glass, and it fucking is like, eat shit, Sionji, bam. She's like,
dude, ant-themed execution would be wild.
It'd be amazing. It would totally be that. It'd be like an ant get really big, and then she's like running around, and then the ants are like fucking trying to squish her, and they use like a magnifying glass and blast her. It'd be something like that. It'd be amazing.
Oh, dude, the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be
shit. I'd be like, yes. I think the idea of actually like redeeming Sionji and Hiyoko would be like, I think that would, because Mihiru is like,
she needs it.
Yeah, she needs it. Mihiru's already awesome. Like, and I almost feel like her just surviving is just. It's like, okay, let's to be the spicy one. All right, Mihiru, I'm putting you back down, and then Sionji, I'm gonna put you up here with Teru.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Nico.
This is oh god, this is already like that. Like, do I even want to live to the end of this? Like, fuck, maybe
do I want to play this game anymore?
Fuck it. I'm gonna join Hajime and die with him at the beginning of this.
Hajime, take me with you.
Take me with you. Okay, if that's the case, then we have to do like, all right, we've already got like 2 horrible characters put into survivors, so we got to put somebody who like, please let him live. All right, okay, here we go. Are you ready? Like, please let this bitch live.
I think I know.
Fucking Gundam Tanaka, please let him live. Let him live.
Let's fucking go.
Please.
Let him live with his hamsters, dude.
His hamsters, let him live, okay?
Oh my
Don't
God, please.
kill him.
We do. We need him to balance it out. That can be a little like just a hopeful choice, you know?
Yeah, because like, dude, I don't want to see like, I don't think he'd be the killer again, but I also don't want to see him like dead. And imagine his hamsters like he's lying there dead, and his hamsters are crying over his dead body. No! And I'm just, could you like, I'm just like, I would just be like, fuck! I'd be like,
the victim and the hamsters just like touching him. It's like fucking, like Mufasa and Simba.
they're not. They don't leave him. They're just gonna. They're gonna lay there with him until they eventually die, and like the dog in Futurama, and you're like, no!
Oh God, dude! All the trauma that episode instilled on me, dude.
Why? Why would you do this to me? No, he's gonna live, okay? He's gonna live, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna save us in the end, okay?
He's gonna save us, dude. Oh my god. Hell yeah, Gundam. I
Fucking let's go.
Who would be chapter 2? I feel like I don't even know what the trend is for chapter 2, to be honest. Because, you know, like with 3, you got the obvious trend of like 2 people dying. 4, you got a buff character. 5 is usually kind of when stuff hits the fan. But I don't really know what the trend is for chapter 2 as much. 1 is like usually somebody important that somebody you think is important dies. Like I think it's like Mizuno, then Tugami. Can't remember the chapter 2.
2 is a secret that is revealed, right? So in this case,
oh, that's what it is.
So originally it's like, right, in this game is the Twilight Syndrome. So so Mahiro is killed by Peiko. But I don't like you said, I don't think that's gonna be the case here. So I think the way to look at this is if a secret's gonna be revealed, who is the secret gonna be? Because I think it's gonna be something that, like you said, I think we don't know about even some of these characters.
Secret.
And I feel like
there's characters that we don't really know that much about.
Yeah, to be honest, like, and I think some characters that could potentially be, I think it could be Sonya. I think that
for sure.
I think that Ibuki has potential for that too.
I think Ibuki too. I was thinking that as well. Ibuki is such a sweetheart, but I do kind of like the idea of her being a killer as well.
Yeah.
That would be a twist. It would shock me because she's such a sweetheart, man. But
I know.
I feel like, I don't know, she'd be kind of badass as a killer, and I feel like her execution would be cool too, like a rock star execution. I mean, that'd be pretty epic.
Chat's like, no, Ibuki's surviving. Listen, man, I'm sorry, but some of our favorites are gonna die again. Okay, I'm sorry.
Guys, Terry's gonna live to the end, and Ibuki's gonna die horribly. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can't just be like we can't look at this and go, yes, all of the people. Like I said, we can't have all the people who died lived, and all the people who lived died. You know, it's like I think we're gonna get some crossover, except. Like Ibuki is, I mean, she was originally a character that she actually survived. No, she didn't survive. No, she dies in chapter 3.
No, she was chapter 3. Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of people saying Tugami for chapter 2 as well. I guess since he has like the secret of being like the ultimate imposter. I guess we already know that secret.
But that's unfortunately
to him.
That's a little too like. To me again, that's like, we kind of already know that, you know. That's like.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be more to him than we know. I feel like it'd be really cool too. I guess we can't probably do this because he obviously can't hide his like physique, you know, when he is, I guess, like disguising himself as other people. But I was like, damn, it'd be so cool if he could just do like a perfect 1-to-1. Like he could just dress up and look exactly like Peko, you know?
Yeah.
And somebody just fucking sneeze Peko, like killing, like, I don't know, Ibuki or something. And they're like, it's Peko, but no, it's actually the imposter, like dressed up as her or something like that. I think that'd be cool, but
I'm actually curious about something. Do we actually see Fat Tagami in any of the trailer? Any trailers?
I don't think so. No,
what if I got a crazy idea? What if the Ultimate Imposter comes back and he's dressed like somebody totally different?
Ooh, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. I like that idea.
Yeah. What if he comes back and instead of being Tagami, he's like, what if he comes back and he's dressed up like Kokichi? What if how much would that fuck our brains up? You'd be like, what is going on?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what if he came back as a V3 character?
Yeah, he's like, fat Kokichi.
Like, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I would just flip my desk. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you.
But I was like, it'd be kind of boring if he's like, you know, Makoto or like, you know, somebody else like that. I was like, I feel like if he came back as Kokichi, that'd be pretty fucking, hilarious.
Damn, that would be kind of amazing. Like it would be such a mind fuck.
People are saying Junko too.
Yeah. Damn, Junko. You're looking kind of fat. Hey guys.
Different Junko.
Oh man.
Oh, God, that'd be awesome though.
That actually would be like
that idea.
Yeah, actually, because to me that actually seems like a real possibility. I'm be honest, like as much as it might be like the only way I could feel like I could see Fat Tagami, Ultimate Imposter, coming back and being a killer is if he was somebody completely different. Because I don't think in the Tagami form, he's like literally like, I'm gonna lead you guys to victory and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he's so nice.
Yeah, like he's like a much nicer Tagami, right?
Yeah, way nicer.
Unless he like committed to somebody who was crazy, like who is like a personality that is like insane. I don't know if I can see him being a killer. And I don't know if I'd see him dying as a victim again either. So part of me is
That's
like,
what I was, yeah.
like I feel like
Survivor?
he could be a survivor, or he could,
Yeah.
or only way he'd be a killer is if he was somebody different. But then I'm like, okay, well then who would that other person be?
Unless he got tricked or something, because I feel like there are a lot of times in
True.
Danganronpa characters
Yeah.
you don't think will be killers, like Chiaki, Kaide. There are times that people kind of get tricked into killing, or I feel like I would like to see Danganronpa play around with that more, where like I don't know, like almost like more of like a manslaughter case or something, where like somebody else is the mastermind behind the case, but they kind of trick somebody else into killing. I do tend to like those ideas, just because it kind of keeps the person that's like a threat to the group still in the like class, room, or like the group or whatever,
Like Kokichi and
kind of
Gonta
saw that
and stuff.
threat. Yeah, like I love that trial, like stuff like that. So I feel like that I could see it happening if it was something like that, if somebody kind of sets him up. Since he's trying to help the group so much, maybe he would be so easy to kill though too. I feel like if somebody was like, hey, I need advice on, I don't know, how to talk to Sonya or something, meet me in this dark alley at 3 a.m. Leader, I guess he was kind of smart too, so maybe not. I don't know. I have been really torn on him. So I've been thinking about Survivor, but also our Survivor list is getting pretty big. So I'm like,
It
I don't
is.
know.
I know. We have to start killing people.
I really love the idea of him dressing up as Kokichi and being a killer, though. I'm not gonna
That would be
lie.
really funny.
I'm kind of loving that idea. I
Yeah.
wish I could Photoshop some Kokichi stuff onto him just to kind of put him there so people would come in later and know why we put him as a killer. But I love that idea.
I don't
think
even
it's
like,
fun.
and that would, if that happened, I would just lead to a whole other can of worms of how the fuck this is happening and what's going on.
Yeah,
because that would be like that genuinely would be like a very like everyone would be playing it and go, what the fuck?
That would stump me hardcore. Yeah.
That's pretty neat. So and the fact
I like that idea too.
the fact that we haven't seen him, I think, in any of the promotional stuff, I get it. V3's fanfics, that's the point. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes this shit so like insane.
That's why it
is
makes
like
it so weird.
yeah, is that like because I'm trying to think of like, well, then who else could they put in here that would be like who could he dress up as? Like I'm trying to think of like Danganronpa 1. Nobody is specifically stands out to me as like Tagami was technically the antagonistic character of that one, but he's like a nicer version of him, So like
yeah. I guess if it was like Fukawa, maybe she was pretty unhinged.
True.
Or Makuro would be kind of
True.
crazy.
I mean, I guess
I could see Makuro being a pretty a weird one to be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's
he's never done.
girl,
I don't think we've ever seen him go like full lady and stuff like that. How good is his lady voice?
I am curious about that. He's
Yeah.
an imposter. He's got to be good, right? Yeah, there's not really anybody else I feel like in that game that would be very interesting to cosplay besides maybe I guess like Jinko, Makuro,
Yeah.
or Fukawa. But yeah, I just love the idea of him cosplaying a V3 character because that would be so mind trippy. Oh, I did see people in chat saying he cosplays as Ado though. That would be even more mind trippy. I'm not gonna lie.
Stop. No. If he does that, then I'm just like, I'm fucking so out of here.
Turning off this fucking game.
This motherfucker. What? I'm sorry, Nico. If you want to understand all of this, you're gonna have to play every other ending in 100 Line and also all the DLC that's gonna be coming out for the next 10 years. Fuck!
I think I'm down to put him in Chapter 2 Killer though, if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So, Chapter 2
I
Killer.
think I'm good with that.
Who do we think he'd kill?
I definitely think Fuyuhiko is gonna die. I feel like he gives me victim vibes. I don't know if it would be this time.
I kind of feel the same way too.
He can't live to the end. He's gotten so much like development. I love him, but like he's gotten the full arc.
He was he's one of the characters that got so much stuff. Like I think he's not gonna live. Like
there's no way he's gonna live very long, and I feel like he probably would be like a victim character who just kind of gets killed off quietly,
Yeah.
At some point.
Do you want to go with that at least for right now? I want to say
I think
Fat
I'm cool with going with
Tagami
that for now.
murders the shit out of Fuyuhiko because he's like
cosplaying Kokichi.
Yeah, he's like, I just wanted to spice up this game, like.
There can only be one short, loud, angry person here.
It was a lie. I killed him after all.
Oh gosh, that brings us to Chapter 3.
Yes.
I guess, do we want to do 2 victims?
Yeah, it's
one
almost
killer?
like. I'm almost thinking,
Or
like we
do you
could do
wanna
2
randomize
victims,
it?
or I do like the idea of 2 killers at the same time. But I feel like to me it would be the chapter. So what is the theme usually for Chapter 3 then? Like, is the theme just 2 people die, or is it like?
I think isn't it usually like a true nature kind of revealed too? Because Mikon was like, she got that despair syndrome thing that made her revert to being like an ultimate despair. Celeste, I think, was just kind of that she was like really greedy and
everyone's just saying in chat the theme for the Chase 3 is that it's the weakest case in the game.
Oh yeah, that too. that too, yeah. What was Korekio? I guess Korekio was kind of like that too. I mean, we all kind of knew Korekio was a little freak.
Yeah.
I knew what he was like. I think there was like at one point you randomly walk up to him like before you go to like, I don't know, lunch or something, or like breakfast in the morning. He's like, I think you would like my sister Kaide. And I was like, the fuck are you talking
like,
about? I was like, I don't know about this, dude.
The seesaw effect.
Yeah.
I love seesaws. Man. I think just for the sake of tradition, let's go with 2 people die. In trial 3.
Or 3 victims. Just kidding.
3 victims. That's right.
3 victims.
Maybe it'll be a case of 3 victims and then one's a kill and one of the 3s is a killer or something. I could see that happening potential. Too, yeah. I guess let's maybe think about who would be the killer for 3.
Yeah.
I'm sort of leaning towards Ibuki personally. I kind
of like Ibuki as a chapter 3 killer as well.
Yeah. So who would she kill then? Would she kill Kazuichi and Miss Sonia? They die in each other's arms.
Oh, so beautiful.
Such a beautiful way to go. Because I almost the problem with having Sonia be the killer or Kazuichi being the victim is that everyone's just gonna assume it's Sonia. It's almost too obvious. Their ties and
sure.
I don't know if I could see the problem is I don't know if I could see Kazuichi being a killer, to be honest. He seems like more of a victim to me than a killer. I don't know.
I feel I like the idea of Ibuki being a killer, but I don't know why she would kill, especially 2 people. I feel like her aesthetic fits it. Like that badass kind of look to her, but she's so nice. I'm like, how almost I feel like if she was to kill, it would be one of those situations where she gets tricked into killing almost. But I don't know how she would get tricked into killing 2 people,
I feel like Kazuichi too. Yeah, people pointed out too. Kazuichi's also not very good at lying. So if he were the killer,
he'd be terrible.
He would also be pretty obvious, because he just
yeah.
I'm almost tempted to put for this one Sonya and Kazuichi both dying together of being I'm trying to think exactly what Ibuki's motive. That's the thing is I feel like Ibuki has a lot of stuff we don't know about her necessarily.
Yeah, I feel like I remember her free time events mostly kind of being a pep talk. She's just believe in yourself, Hajime. She's so nice and I don't know if I really remember getting very much about her past. Yeah, I definitely do see Kazuichi as a victim. I also see Mikon as a victim in this game. I love Mikon so much. I don't think she's gonna survive though. The more I think about it, the more I'm just she's such an easy target to kill.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
kind of agree. I do not see her surviving either. So, and to me, she seems I feel like she would be a victim in either case 3 or 4. So,
that's kind of what I was thinking too. I feel like it would be one of these chapters. I do feel like Sonia and Kazuichi do kind of go together, I guess, better as victims.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. If we're gonna go with a dual kill, I do feel like Kazuichi and Sonia kind of fit together in that way.
Yeah. I can see that for sure. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put them down for the case 3, and then I feel like Ibuki. I don't know. Ibuki just feels like she could be a killer,
Oh, somebody said, I think in chat, Sonya kills Kazuichi, then Ibuki kills Sonya, and then only Ibuki gets charged because Sonya's already dead. Ibuki's trying to defend Kazuichi.
That's true. That could be
I could see something like that happening.
Yeah, maybe Kazuichi walks in on her, or she's doing some horrible things in a room, and she's like, get out of here! She fucking just kills him, and she's like,
kills him on the spot.
Yeah, oh shit, and then Ibuki fucking, I don't know, also walks in, and then she gets scared. She kills Sonya, and she's like, oh god, you killed Kazuichi, oh god, and just this horrible domino effect.
And then it could also be if she runs in on Sonya right after she fucking murdered Kazuichi, Sonya's probably gonna attack her because she's like, well shit, I don't want to die. So it can lead to a struggle of some sort.
While this is happening, Tagami is on the outside watching all this happen. He's like, the fuck are they doing? God, what? What in the hell is happening? Look at these morons.
Literally. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that kind of makes if we go with like a scenario like that too, I can definitely see Ibuki killing. I do think it'd be interesting if she does have like a dark secret. I just can't think of anything right now, that really like sort of justifies her murdering. But if it's like a crazy kind of wacky situation like that, I could definitely see it happening.
Takami spits out his coffee watching this shit. He's like,
what the hell are these guys
what
doing?
in the fuck are these knuckleheads doing? God damn. This is the 18th time we've done this. What the hell?
They watch the game.
So I think in that case, I'm sort of down. I think Nikon then would probably be a victim of case 4.
I think chapter 4,
Yeah. So who do we think of our folks we have here? We got Nekomaru, Chiaki, Mahiru, and Peko.
I feel like I do like the idea of Chiaki getting corrupted by the Junko AI. But I was like, also, if that makes her the Chapter 5 killer, then she was still the Chapter 5 killer,
right?
The previous game and this game. I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I don't really know. I guess it would be interesting, I guess, if she was the Junko AI and somebody killed her in order to, like, protect the others. Because that would be kind of a sad execution.
Right.
I feel like I would see Nekomaru doing that if that was the case, like a self-sacrifice kind of thing. Yeah, that would be interesting for Chapter 4, because that would still fit the buff character dying if, he finds out Chiaki was secretly Junko the whole fucking time, and then he kills her, and I don't know why he would lie about it in the chapter, though, I guess, to make that more interesting, but I don't know, just an idea.
If Mahiru's not going to live, I can also see Mahiru being a killer, I
do definitely see Mahiru being a killer, potentially. I don't know who she would... I guess out of these characters, the only person she could really kill, would be Chiaki or Mikon, unless she did some kind of crazy, contraption to kill Peko or Nekomaru. But I feel like they could overpower her, physically a lot easier. So I don't know how she would manage to kill them.
Fucking kill. Who the hell's killing Nekomaru? Then when he's not, I guess he could do like his robot form or whatever, but I don't think we're gonna do that again.
Yeah. Surely not. I don't know how I felt about the robot form.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they don't like reuse that and now like weird. Somebody else comes in back in robot form or something,
Yeah, that's true. Surely not. I feel like you would have to do something kind of big to kill Nekomaru. I feel like would it be those two that would be the killers, Mahiru and Nekomaru? Because I don't really know if I see Nekomaru being a victim again, but I don't know if I see him being a survivor as well. We definitely need some more girls as survivors too, because right now we got 3 boys. So we definitely need at least one more girl.
I think I could maybe see Keiko surviving, to be honest.
I was thinking that too, since Fihiko survived last time.
I think I could see her being a survivor. Do you want to like maybe lock her in?
I think so too.
I think that
I'm cool with locking her in.
Yeah, I think that could be the case. And I think given that given the scenario then we set up, I feel like I would see Mahiru being the one to kill Mikon.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. And I think the Nekomaru Chiaki case kind of makes sense.
We're sort of like Chiaki is the victim, and then Nekomaru would be the one to do it.
Nekomaru is the killer.
And this is where things get like, because the trial 5 is always like meant to be like this grand epic thing, right?
That's like it needs to be a twist of some sort. I was like wondering that too,
right? I feel like in terms of like a planned thing, as much as it's sort of maybe a little predictable in that way, but because it is essentially the reverse of what happened in the original time. I feel like for like a case 5, the problem is I just can't think of a scenario where like Nekomaru is like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's like case 5 is always like the big dick case before obviously the mindfuckery of case 6. Someone's saying switch Hajime with Nekomaru, or like Hajime with, you mean have Hajime kill Chiaki?
Hajime killing Chiaki would be pretty fucking crazy.
That would be pretty crazy.
Imagine we get the POV of stabbing Chiaki.
That would be
pretty crazy.
That would then change our thought process here. So chat is saying potentially, all right, Hajime kills Chiaki, and then maybe Nekomaru is like the victim of chapter 1, killed by Akane or something, right? Which would also be sort of a bit like in case, but that would also then mean that we'd save the switcheroo of perspectives into Kameda for the end. Like for like after that case, we pass the Ahoge to Kameda and he carries the torch.
Okay.
So like that.
So wait, who do they want to kill in chapter 1 again?
So initially we had it be that Hajime dies in the beginning.
Yeah.
That could make sense because I almost think that would be like, because that then at least leads to something sort of different in the way that which is funny because you put that as the thumbnail for this, the idea of like,
Oh yeah,
like,
I did.
but it was more for memes. So then it's like maybe the
Well,
idea that
maybe.
instead of having the switcheroo, even though I would love to have Kameda be like the protagonist for like the whole thing, at the same time, maybe that would be the way to do this. Like instead of if we're gonna
the protagonist just at the end.
Yeah, like we're like, oh, it happens, but it doesn't happen until later. Yeah, I kind of like that.
Interesting. Okay.
I kind of like that. Let's do that.
Hajime kills Chiaki
in Trial 5.
Wow.
And then Nekomaru is the victim to Akane.
Okay,
Do we think he'd be a victim
Akane.
again?
Oh, that actually, interesting. Him and Akane, they're like really close, and the other, for like the original version. So that is actually kind of interesting too, them being the victim, the killer.
Yeah.
Would we swap it actually? Maybe Nekomaru would kill Akane.
Yeah.
Well, they're both very strong for sure. They had like that big battle.
Maybe they just
too.
maybe they were just having like a practice match or something. They were like,
wrong.
and they just were like, oh fuck, my bad. Damn it. Like,
oopsie.
Like fucking just like
oopsie poopsie.
Absolute like choking her out and then fucking snaps her neck by accident. He's like, oh shit, wait, hold on. He's like trying to put her head back in place. He's no, that
Your head falls off.
oh god, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck. He's like, I'm just gonna.
Oh god.
My bad guy. And that's the big explanation for it. He was just like, in case it's like, Nekomaru, why did you kill Akane? He's like, it was an accident. We were just fighting.
I don't know, man.
My bad. I don't know. I'm really buff, and I kind of overestimated how strong she was. My bad.
Like
and then Akane comes back and she's a cyborg.
Oh.
Yeah, do we want to do that? Want to switch?
I like that better. I think that.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Nekomaru's the killer. In case one, Akane is the victim. She'll come back. She'll have like lasers that come out of her tits or something. She'll be a robot.
She just kills everybody with her laser.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Everybody's the victim in chapter 2, and then the game ends. Wouldn't that be such a fuck you if they're like, actually, you guys get a new game that ends after chapter 2?
After 2, Akane kills everybody with her tit lasers. The end.
The end. And everybody died.
Okay.
I actually do like that a lot. I think that was the missing piece we needed to kind of
I think this is actually I kind of like where we ended up here.
Kind of competent, not completely. This probably isn't what will happen, but I think it's not bad. It's not bad for sure. And Gundam lives, and we made sense.
We did,
so
yes.
So
yeah. Let's go through this. So chapter 1, Nekomaru kills Akane. In a horrible, just like grudge fun match they were doing. He just like, man, my bad. I fucking snapped your neck. And maybe Kameda does this Kameda thing. And he's like, listen, Nekomaru, you're way too stupid to cover this up and make this shit look legit. Don't worry. Your old pal Kameda's got you. And he's going to help set it up
for you.
Yeah, he sets it up. He makes it all look legit. And he's like, okay, you sure it's going to be good? Yeah, don't worry. You and I got this, brosif. And he
the besties. Do they have a little handshake? They got a little powwow.
Yeah, they have they get their own bro shake that they've learned, and they're like, there we go.
That's somehow what outs Nekomaru as the killer.
Bros before hoes, bro.
What was that? What was that shake I saw you doing, Nekomaru, in the corner? Oh, it was nothing.
very reminiscent of Kokichi fooling Ganta. It's like the big dumb guy. I mean, Nekomaru's probably Nekomaru's probably a bit smarter than Ganta is.
He's definitely smarter than Ganta, yeah.
But I don't know. I could definitely see, it could happen. I could definitely see,
I could definitely see
the Nekomaru.
I could see that happening. It's kind of nice because it still mirrors chapter 1 of original Danganronpa 2 with Kameda trying to cover it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Still, I do like that idea, but it kind of gives it a new spin while it's similar but still interesting.
Chapter 2, Fat Tagami or Fat Kokichi. Kills Kuzuryu. Why? Because I was a lie, and I just love chaos, and I don't know. essentially, the Ultimate Imposter just read the Cliff Notes version of Kokichi about him being this crazy ultimate evil emperor guy, and didn't see all the small print thing that was like, but he's actually really a pretty nice guy, and he's just trying to and he actually would probably never do this, and he's just like, all right, this sounds good, I'm just gonna go full crazy pants.
I mean, to be fair, and it does kind of seem like the imposter does kind of do Cliff Notes with how he portrayed Tagami.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's not Tagami.
Tagami's, personality right. So I could see that happening too. I'm down with that too. I was also thinking if they tie Kamida up like they did in chapter 1, he could be like, oh, it's boring. We gotta spice it up and kill somebody. Yeah. The other crazy pants is tied up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's my turn, baby. Yeah, basically.
I like it.
Yeah.
Chapter 3, another double victims here, and this time it's Kazuichi and his beloved Miss Sonya. They died in each other's arms. It was they were and this canon they were actually gonna get together, like literally like the day before they die. They're like Kazuichi actually asked her out, and for some reason in this timeline he's like less of a creep, and Miss Sonya is actually like you know what? Okay, let's go on a date together. And he's like, really? Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. Dead. Next day, fucking dead. And we're all like, oh no, you almost had it, Kazuichi. Why?
He got his chance.
He was so close. And it turns out it was Ibuki. Maybe Ibuki was jealous or something of their sweet romance. Maybe there's some secret shit in there.
He's such a Casanova, you know.
I know.
She wanted Kazuichi to herself.
It's like, yeah, maybe she loved Kazuichi in reality, right? she's not like a lesbian like we all think she probably is.
That would be the biggest twist.
Yeah.
Like
what?
Kazuichi straight? What the fuck?
Naughty? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I have exactly a reason why Ibuki would kill Sonya and Kazuichi. I almost think it's just gonna be like something, because I just feel like Ibuki is just a character we don't know enough about. I think they could come up with a decent reason why Ibuki would want to kill them. But
I guess like it would be kind of interesting if like I love Ibuki, so Ibuki fans don't get upset.
Yeah, me too. I think she's great.
It would be interesting if like, I don't know, like the sort of positive thing she puts on is more of a front. Because I mean, like, the music industry is very cutthroat. So what if she did have to do more kind of like, I don't know, like fucked up stuff to get where she is, to become the ultimate musician? I mean, it's very cutthroat. You have to be very competitive. So what if she did like, I don't know, killer competition or like, do stuff like that, like to get up higher, and she kind of just puts on this like, everybody believe in yourself and like everything will be okay kind of vibe, but that's not who she truly is. And maybe she's just fucking had it. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of putting on this fucking hopium front. I'm gonna kill some people and get out of here and go back to my
sort of like Sayaka in that way, right? Yeah. Similar energy.
She would be an interesting character to have like a switch up, just because she does seem so nice, you know. Normally,
she could have a switch up, or I think she could also be like a spur of the moment like mistake, right? I could also see if we're like really like, if we're truly going off of like her personality, how she was, it could also just be like she did something and it was a mistake in the moment. Like we said, maybe legit like Sonya killed Kazuichi because Kazuichi was being a creepo, and she's like, oh God, and then she
decided to go on the date, but then she was like, oh, you know, fuck this.
Yeah, fuck you. And then like, and then like, he dies, and then like, maybe Ibuki comes in, she's like scared, like she's like, and then like Sonya's like, no, you can't tell anybody, and then Ibuki kills Sonya to protect herself or something, maybe in self-defense. I don't know. That could be interesting. That almost seems even more believable.
Like that. Yeah, I think that's probably more believable.
Because because really, do I actually really think Ibuki would necessarily be like an evil person? Not really.
Yeah, not really. It's just
so hard
like
to imagine that.
To explain it,
but something like that, I think could potentially be something.
I do think one thing that could add to Ibuki being evil though is just the fact that her music's not very good. So it's like, how did she become the ultimate musician?
Right.
When her song is like, what was it, like I aborted the baby and threw him out the window and like just stomped on his corpse or something. Like something really weird. I think how they explained it was like she makes really like mainstream music normally, but her passion is like the really weird songs.
Yeah, like she has like other music that she does that's just like that like, yeah, we'd like make the top 100 or whatever,
Generic
but like she doesn't
pop
actually really
music,
give a shit about it. It's just more like just a thing to pay the bills. The thing she does give a shit about is all of this other music that is like pretty terrible though.
Yeah, like death metal, like just screaming into a microphone for like 50 seconds at a time. Oh yeah, people are asking about the mastermind too. I guess if we might want to do that at the end.
Yes, that's a good
point. We want
point.
to do something different for a mastermind, but we can go ahead and move on. I do think I kind of like the idea of it being an accidental death over her being secretly evil, just because I feel like the secretly evil thing is a bit lazier.
Yeah,
but,
I agree. So trial 4, Mikan is murdered by Mihiru. The thing is,
would it? Oh, you know what?
What?
What if Mikan is trying to kill Hiyoko because she's sick of Hiyoko bullying her, and Mihiru kills Mikan to protect Hiyoko?
Ooh.
Would that be an interesting idea?
Yeah. Yeah. That's just the kind of fucked up I'm looking for.
I could see that being the case because Mikan did kill Hiyoko in the last case, so maybe she's over it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, Mihiru decides to protect her, and that could be the propeller to get Hiyoko
and then
to
like
finally
honestly
become a good
Hiyoko
person.
doesn't want to say anything about it. It's like a secret she's keeping too, and like
yeah, because she doesn't want to out Mihiru, and that's gonna be like super emotional during the trial.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a really interesting trial.
Yeah, because then it would actually lead to, what if it led to like, we think it's probably Hiyoko, right? Like we're like everyone's moving towards it's gotta be her, and then it's like, but then it's revealed, no, wait, it was actually Mihiru that came out, and it was like, damn.
Yeah, that would actually really get me to like Hiyoko if she was trying to sacrifice herself for Mihiru.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're kind of
like
in the trial, like sort of like trying to like, I guess like Hiyoko's trying to like sacrifice herself. Mihiru's like, no, but look at this other evidence.
I like this. This is actually, I'm like, oh shit. I was actually like, I'm not sure about this one. Now the more, this is good. This actually makes a really good one. This makes Hiyoko a better character too. Like,
I think it potentially
makes it still makes Mihiru like the best girl.
yeah, for sure.
She'd still be best girl. It's like, so yeah, this one for being like, I'm not sure this would work, and to, oh shit, this fucking works and I like it.
Yeah, it's actually a really good one. It's like, might be the best one.
Yeah, that was damn good call there, Weeby.
I just kind of had that thought last minute. I was like, ooh, maybe.
Okay.
Make it emotional. Somebody's called it the Kadaka special in my chat. That is his specialty.
Trauma is my specialty.
Basically.
And then
the Kadaka special.
Moving on to to case 5, then. I think having it be Chiaki dies this time, and it's Hajime.
Yeah.
Hajime did it, and maybe it was like. Maybe,
do we know we killed Chiaki?
Do we even know? Yeah.
Do we know? Are we gonna get like the PO?
Was Ado in my brain the whole time?
I would kind of love it if like I've always wanted a trial, and I think it would be good for a trial 5. Where like we kill somebody, we know we killed them, and instead of our like the class trial being like trying to find the killer, we're trying to save our own ass and like pin it on somebody else. I think that would be so cool as a chapter
would be pretty
5.
neat.
Like, yeah, so the mystery is actually, I guess it wouldn't even be a mystery. It would just be us trying to like pin it on somebody else the whole time. And I guess the mystery is whether or not we're gonna get caught. But then Kamida comes in last minute.
Yeah.
And he says, "Fuck you, Hajime."
No, Hajime, no.
Yeah.
Your evil ends here. What the fuck? What are you, Commander? You've like fucked up every one of these cases. Yeah, but I didn't actually kill anybody. We all know I'm like the ultimate hope anyway. I'm different, sure, Kameda. I'm a nice guy, bitch.
Yeah, it rips off the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, somebody mentioned in chat too, like the idea that he becomes Izuru in chapter 5. It would be kind of interesting to play from the perspective of Izuru as well.
Ooh,
and he
that's
would be really
such a cool idea. But the only thing though is that would Izuru kill Chiaki though? Because even like, I guess that's the point though, is that Hajime loves Chiaki, but Izuru doesn't feel anything for anybody, you know? I guess that's the point.
I couldn't remember. I think it was that Izuru didn't really care, but
he cries at Chiaki's death, but he doesn't understand why. Yeah, because of Hajime. Yeah, Izuru cried, but it wasn't.
See if I'll cry again, and he just kills her because of that. He's
he like
that feeling.
That's the idea, is that Izuru like. he cries, but he doesn't understand why. He's not like he actually feels anything. It's because Hajime does. So that
Maybe he just wants to go again. He wants to try again. He's like, well, I didn't really get it last time, but maybe if I kill her again this time, I'll figure it out. One more round.
Izuru discovers Chiaki is fake and kills it. Oh, maybe.
Ooh, gets offended.
Yeah,
by,
offended by Junko inside of Chiaki or something. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's cool. Damn, we're making a cool game.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but now I'm like,
did we write this game?
Good.
I think we did.
Do we make this game?
Fuck.
Dude, I'd be dead if any of these comes true.
I know, fuck. Dude, if this happens, we're gonna be like, whoa. Holy shit. We're gods. We're amazing. Or what if or maybe Kadaka is watching this right now, just writing this shit down. And he's like, damn, this is some good ideas.
That's good.
We haven't actually made this yet.
Oh gosh. So I guess that kind of leads to why would Kamida become the protagonist, or what would our goal as Kamida be? Because if he's just fucking around this whole game, why does he become good at the end? Or does he become good? Or is he just kind of like, I want to kill everybody, and that's going to be our new goal as the protagonist? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And because part of me, it still feels like in some way the truth of who we are would be revealed earlier, in this game.
I think so too.
And
there's no point in... Oh, dude, that would be actually hilarious if Kamida's trying to kill us every chapter, but somebody kills somebody else quicker. He's like, damn it, my explosives that
I was so close too.
Fuck.
If it wasn't for that meddling robot with the huge tits.
Damn it. It's kind of hilarious. Kamida's just like, hey guys, I planned a picnic inside of the hotel ride. Don't you all want to go there? It's like, ignore that time.
I've got bagels. Nobody likes bagels except for you, Kameda. Damn it!
Damn it! I'm not gonna serve them fucking donuts, you heathen.
Yeah. I think it could be interesting if we find out the truth earlier, and it's not just Kameda that finds out the truth, maybe everybody does.
Yeah, everybody does.
And it leads to maybe I mean, the only thing about that is then, if that does happen, that does lead to then. I feel like how do you do that and not lead to understanding that we're in a simulation, right?
Yeah.
That's the one thing about
simulation
that.
As
without
well,
necessarily revealing that that we were ultimate despair. That's the one thing about that, because I almost
I don't know if you could reveal it.
I guess coming back to that then, who do we think?
Yeah, should we do the mastermind?
What would be the mastermind of this? Who would set this up? Because if Chiaki dies, I mean, I guess you could say Chiaki. I guess we could say
she
Chiaki
would be the easiest one.
She'd be she could say Chiaki is the mastermind and that's why she died, and then that led to then I guess what comes after? What happens in case 6?
So what do we do for chapter 6 then? If we play as Kamida, do we do a final run? He's like, finally, nobody else is gonna kill. I can kill everybody.
Yeah, maybe Kameda goes off the deep end. My beloved Hachime is dead in my arms. No, it cannot be this way. Twink boy rage. He's just like, no.
He just gets a fucking automatic rifle. Just
This is for you, Hachime.
So beautiful. I think I did see some people saying, I guess Kamida could be the mastermind. Would he be, I guess I'm not sure exactly how that would work. I think it's an interesting idea, but would he be working with Junko this time?
Here's my thought process behind that, actually. If maybe Kameda is the mastermind, but what if it's a mastermind of that then leads back to the reason why we're playing this game. And maybe the reason we're playing this game is not for a bad reason, but for actually a benevolent reason. Kameda's already gone through his transformative arc in the previous one, and I've come out and I've got a robot hand now, and we're gonna hop back in here and do it all again, Hajime, because of, I don't know, saving Chiaki, even though maybe Chiaki dies here, but maybe it's because we managed to salvage her AI or something. I'm still not exactly entirely sure if that's a good idea or not, to be the idea of saving Chiaki.
I I feel like it's offensive. I don't know. It reminds me of. Have you ever watched Black Mirror?
I've seen some of it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I haven't seen all of it. So
okay, there's like an episode where it's like this. I can't remember exactly. It was like this person, they lose their fiance in like a horrible car accident or something, and then they're able to like implant that person into like a fake body, and then like they get to like live with like a clone essentially of like their dead fiance. It's so depressing.
Damn.
It's like the most depressing episode because it's like I think they kind of like are kind of. At first it's great because they're like, wow, like my fiance's back, like yippee. But then it's like, this is a fake person. This is
right.
Kind of weird, It kind of gives me that vibe of like and I feel like I was like their family got really concerned about them at some point, and I feel like that's what I was like. I feel like it's a good idea when you like think of it on the surface of it, But then when you really think about it, you're like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. Like maybe we should just let her rest in peace.
Maybe
so it's like I don't know.
Maybe it could be something like, because Junko exists in this like system or something, right? Like maybe after even the end of the previous game, like she never was fully gone, and because she still exists in here, maybe she's like she's like Skynet. Her influence is spread all over the World Wide Web, and now like we have to go to the source. We have to stop her at the source. It's all back in Danganronpa 2, and then
I can see that.
And then Kameda is like has to be the one to like, I don't know, put it all right. It's like I don't know, something like that. Like
something like that. I can see what you're saying. Yeah, I can also see like she was trying to do that Junko Land shit where she like possessed their bodies. It'd be kind of funny if like she actually like, even though like Hajime chose his own future or whatever he did at the end of Danganronpa 2, she still somehow is able to she manages to possess like Kazuichi, and they realize it, they're like, fuck, we gotta go back.
Damn it.
And redo this.
Ah, yes, evil Kazuichi. Yeah.
Kazuichi comes into the room with like pigtails and fucking Monokuma pins. I'm like, wait a second.
I'm gonna spread so much dank despair. God damn.
Put his ass back in the pod. We're running this shit again.
Juko's looking like, man, this is probably a bad idea, but yeah.
Why not? That's the only way we can kill her somehow.
Yeah, Kazuichi pulls
another death game.
Instead of pulling the beanie off to reveal a Hoge, he pulls it off to reveal the twin tails of Junko.
Twin tails? You thought I was dead. I'm back, bitch.
You're like, oh my god, why? God. So I don't know.
Although I don't like the idea of Junko coming back, just because it's,
Yeah, I don't either.
It's the most likely scenario at this point, and kind of the best we have to work with. So I think I do like both of those ideas as like a term of like either defeating her AI virus that's somehow hacked, the World Wide Web or something at this point, or she's somehow possessed from their bodies.
Or if we're saying even like potentially like Kokichi Tagami, right? Like that's actually like ultimate. Like that maybe they could draw in some connection to V3 in some way, where like it's not necessarily specifically Junko, because it's always Junko or something. It could be like like this meta narrative has continued to be told through for like ever or something, and like now we gotta stop it at the source. The fucking source, it was all connected. Ah!
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I like that idea.
So
and then Kameda is gonna stop it.
Kameda will stop it. That's right.
He's gonna kill everybody else, or is he gonna?
Yeah,
he's gonna be like,
the only way to save us all is by killing us all.
He just wants to kill everybody. Let's let him. He's a good boy. It's his time.
Yeah, I think I like this.
God.
And then so in the end,
honestly, this turned out to be a pretty good killing game.
Not bad. So in the end, Kameda, Teru, Hiyoko, Gundam, and Peko all survive to tell the tale. And like,
yippee. I'm so glad everybody's favorite Teru lived.
I know, everyone's so thrilled. Everyone's like, oh, thank God, really Teru and Hiyoko, our favorite characters.
God.
Hey, listen, all right, listen. If we might not have been able to totally redeem Teru in our scenario here, but like, dude, if we get to the end and Hiyoko does what we were saying, that would massively redeem her character, okay? That would actually be like, you know what? I'm actually okay with you now.